They let you do your work.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They let you do your work.
Shit, if we want to say it, gave him your pass, hell yeah. Like, if we
there's
don't
nothing wrong with the pass,
like,
bro.
yeah, fool, they give me a pass, hell yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the pass, bro.
Because I did a show in Oakland.
How was that?
Yeah, Oakland crazy.
Like, that's crazy, bro.
Oakland's turned, fool.
A Peyso to go to Oakland, bro? That's crazy, bro.
Oakland's turned, fool. Oakland is turned the fuck
bro?
up. They're turned, fool.
And turn into how, bro?
Like, fool, there's shootings out there. Like, fool,
no, 100%.
They in and out.
But they were turned for your music, though, too, right?
Oh, I wasn't really turned. I wasn't really, like, focused on anybody. I just went up there, did my shit, and I got the fuck on.
Did you have a problem?
You should, yeah.
No,
That's what we want to know.
I didn't have a problem, but I didn't stick around to find out.
But,
you know?
But the whole thing is,
absolutely.
Think about it, bro. If somebody came to LA and they were looking for BS,
exactly, you're gonna find
they're gonna find it.
But like that's what I said earlier. Nah, fuck no.
So
like I said earlier, I conduct myself how I should.
Respectfully.
I'm not gonna go out there taunting, hitting up walls and doing this.
Of course.
Hey, we out here like, if you look for it, you're gonna find it, fool.
That's like my story. I was just saying.
They let you.
From the interviews you've seen, the biggest thing that stands out about Peyso is his mindset. He doesn't seem like someone who is chasing conflict just to prove toughness. Instead, he comes across as someone who understands strategy, consequences, and timing. That type of thinking is rare in environments where people often feel pressured to react emotionally to everything. A lot of individuals get caught up trying to maintain a tough image because they're afraid of looking weak. The problem with that mentality is that it often leads to irrational decisions. When someone lacks emotional intelligence, every disagreement turns into a personal war. Instead of stepping back and thinking about the long-term outcome, they react instantly, sometimes violently, sometimes recklessly. That kind of behavior doesn't just create problems in the moment. It creates long-term consequences that can follow someone for years. What Peyso appears to understand is something many people overlook. Not every situation requires a reaction. Being strategic means recognizing when engaging in drama will bring more harm than benefit. If someone already has enough going on in their own environment, creating additional problems outside of it only multiplies the risk. That's why his approach can be seen as logical thinking rather than weakness. There's also a financial and career side to this mindset. The less beef someone has, the more energy they can put toward their craft. Whether it's music, business, or any other pursuit, focus is a limited resource. If someone is constantly dealing with conflict, retaliation, or defending their reputation, their attention is divided. Time that could be spent recording music, building a brand, networking, or performing ends up being wasted on drama. Conflict also disrupts opportunity. Labels, promoters, and collaborators are often hesitant to work with people surrounded by chaos. When someone is constantly involved in disputes, it makes them look unpredictable or risky from a business standpoint. That means fewer partnerships, fewer shows, and fewer chances to expand financially. On the other hand, peace creates space for productivity. When a person isn't worried about retaliation, arguments, or outside pressure, they can focus fully on improving their craft and building wealth. That's where the real win is. Less drama means clearer thinking, better decision-making, and more time to invest in things that actually produce results. The opposite is also true. The more disruption someone has in their life, the harder it becomes to stay focused. Ongoing beef can easily escalate into situations involving violence, jail, or even death. Once someone is locked up or worse, all the potential money, success, and opportunities disappear instantly. A moment of emotion can destroy years of progress. So when someone chooses strategy over impulse, it's not about being soft, it's about understanding the bigger picture. The smartest individuals realize that protecting their peace is one of the most valuable things they can do. Because at the end of the day, the less time you spend dealing with conflict, the more time you have to build success and secure your future. The solution to this type of situation is discipline, emotional intelligence, and long-term thinking. Anyone who wants to succeed, especially in music or entertainment, has to understand that constant conflict is a distraction that slows down progress. The smartest move is learning how to separate ego from opportunity. First, a person has to develop emotional control. Not every insult, Disagreement or online comment deserves a reaction. Many conflicts only grow because people feel pressured to prove something publicly. When someone learns to ignore unnecessary drama, they remove fuel from the situation and protect their focus. Second, it's important to prioritize the mission over the moment. If the goal is building a career, making money, and expanding a brand, then anything that threatens that goal should be avoided. Arguments, retaliation, and ongoing beef can easily derail a career because they bring attention to negativity instead of talent. Staying focused on the bigger picture keeps someone moving forward instead of sideways. Another part of the solution is moving strategically. Being strategic means choosing your environments carefully, surrounding yourself with people who support progress, and avoiding situations that can lead to unnecessary conflict. The less chaos someone is around, the easier it becomes to stay productive and consistent. There's also the reality of risk versus reward. Beef rarely produces anything positive. At best, it creates temporary attention. At worst, it leads to violence, jail, or death. None of those outcomes help someone build wealth or longevity. By minimizing drama, a person protects their freedom, their life, and their ability to keep earning. Ultimately, the formula is simple. Less beef equals more focus, and more focus equals more profit. When someone keeps their mind clear of unnecessary conflicts, they can invest their time into their craft, their business, and their future. Peace of mind creates productivity, and productivity creates success.